Motilal Oswal Group unveiled its new brand identity, focusing on its legacy and commitment to prioritizing what matters for the benefit of its customers. This new identity reflects the brand's focus on research and identifying value in the equity market. To support its new logo launch, the company has also kickstarted a campaign across television, print, and digital platforms. The company launched its new brand identity and campaign across TV, print, and digital, timing it with, in fact, the budget presentation speech by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in the Parliament. To tell us more about this, we are joined in by Sandeep Walunj, Group Chief Marketing Officer, Motilal Oswal Financial Services. Sandeep, welcome to the studio again.
Thank you so much.
So tell us more about this new brand identity launch, the timing of it around the budget speech at a time, when the markets are so volatile.
Yeah. So that was a no-brainer actually, because keep aside the markets being volatile, but Finance Minister's budget speech is probably the most sought after. That's the IPL of capital markets.
Yes.
So we couldn't have missed it. And it's an IPL for 2 hours, right? So instead of 1 month or whatever, 1.5 months. So we couldn't have missed it. We had to really, so that was the target. So we had to really get everything, on the time to get there. But yes, I mean, everybody related to capital markets, our customers, stakeholders, everybody associated with this business, retail as well as the corporate side, was glued to the television. And then we made sure that we went across all the business channels and got that identity right next to Nirmala ji. Yes.
And tell us, what was the response that you got about, around this refreshed identity and, the launch of it? What was the customer and the stakeholder feedback?
Very positive, extremely positive, because Motilal Oswal as a brand has been around. It's a very trusted, iconic brand. Everybody has positivity and respect for the identity. Some section of the customers, especially on the retail side, felt that probably it needs to be refreshed. So we did extensive research and we figured out, that's essentially what it is. So, I know you, I trust you, I have very positive thoughts about you, but I would like you to be a little more modernized. That was really the feedback of the younger retail customers that was coming in. Some of our older customers also were obviously positive that we have gone ahead with times.
Yeah.
So to tell you, honestly, I was a little... so I was very sure about the younger audiences especially, but the older audiences, I was expecting some kind of a pushback, because something that we've been seeing for 37 long years.
Yeah.
But even the older audiences, people who have been with us, our distribution partners for 25, 30 years, have also been very, very positive.
Yeah. So exactly, you stole my words, 37-year-old brand, almost 4 decades now. It's not easy to refresh like such a legacy brand. So what was the process like? What was your brief, to your agency and, the folks who created the logo and the campaign as well? What did you want them to reflect with this refresh?
Yeah. So it is summarized in the campaign tagline, hashtag icon evolves. Now, when you evolve an icon, I mean, you obviously have to keep in mind that it's icon that you're talking about, right? So there are a lot of values, the cerebral side as well as the emotional side. So we need to keep, be true to that. Don't go too far away from there, because these are timeless values, right? The research orientation that you spoke about, knowledge first, customer centricity, making sure that all of our customers get the best of the advice, etc. Picking out the best of the stocks from the ocean of equities, which is the arc of essence. So all those things were kept intact. In fact, some of those things were surfaced. So for example, the arc is now called arc of essence, and we are very clearly telling people that that's who we are. We will ring fence what is important for you and protect it for you and make sure that it works for you. So some of those things were identified and kept intact, and at the same time we brought it closer to a cross-section of audiences. So we also, since it's it's a brand that cuts across the customer strata, we needed to ensure that it works with the youngsters, but also with, the 60-plus audience.
Yeah.
And I think there is a lot of positivity across the customer segments, and I think it's a job well done.
It is time for a short break. On the other side, we have Adrian Bosshart, the global CEO of Rado, joining us in a special chat.